So what's the plan?
Well, first, I want to build an office for Alan. I mean, he's using this tiny little room right outside the sitting room. And
I didn't think Alan lived here anymore.
well, it's still half his house. I mean, who knows? He could come back anytime.
An office is no problem? What else?
I want to extend the solarium. And, oh, yes, I want to do a greenhouse right off the kitchen for cooks so she can grow her year-round herb garden.
You know, this is going to cost some serious money.
Oh, dear. Well, I think I can handle it. Would you like a sherry?
Fine, thanks. So when did you decide to do all of this?
Oh, actually, I've been thinking about it for some time.
Really? You hadn't mentioned it?
Cheers.
Bottoms up. Thank you. Good.
Should be. Well, perhaps I did start thinking about it when I heard you and Amanda talking about building her house.
I kind of thought that might be it. You know, I was at home when you called Vanessa to verify the story.
Oh, well, I hope I didn't do anything inappropriate. I mean, I would not want to cause you and Vanessa any trouble at all.
No problem at all. That would be very difficult to do.
I'm glad to hear that because I'm really happy for you two. So, Matt, off the record, what do you think of Amanda?
Why don't we just cut to the chase, Alex, and why don't you tell me why you really invited me over here? You're not actually planning any construction, are you?
Oh, on the contrary, I'm planning all kinds of renovations. But yes, I'm curious about you and Amanda.
Because you care so much.
Exactly. And I just couldn't help but think that, oh, you two had known each other before. Before now.
Well, all you had to do was ask, Alex. We knew each other in California.
Really?
Really.
Well, tell me all about it.
Oh, I didn't know you were in here.
Amanda, dear, what a coincidence.
Meaning?
Well, I was just talking to Matt about you. It's out, Amanda.
I don't understand. What's out?
Your secret. Matt was telling me all about it.
Matt Reardon.
About California, the golden state for golden people.
No, you...
I told her how we met. You know, the beach party the Sussmans gave it, I think, in Malibu.
Oh, the Sussmans. You're right.
Malibu, such a lovely place. I mean, it seems so haphazard. I mean, almost mindless.
I guess you spent a lot of time there.
Actually, very little. So why did you feel you had to keep this a secret?
Keep what a secret?
Well, the fact that you and Amanda knew each other before you both came back here.
Well, it was hardly a secret.
It's okay, Amanda. I don't mind admitting it. It was my idea not to say anything.
And why was that?
Well, because I wasn't too proud of what I was doing, and Amanda agreed not to say anything.
Oh, well, what were you doing out there?
I was earning money as a cabana boy.
Oh, well, what did you do, hand out towels?
Yeah, that sort of thing. And bartending. That's what I was doing when we met at the party.
Well, certainly no shame in that. I mean, you were making an honest living, weren't you?
Absolutely. It was just time that I'd rather forget about. I was starving and scraping for every penny, and it wasn't a lot of fun. And Amanda was being my friend by not saying anything.
I see. Well, I think I'm going to go find that magazine with all the greenhouses in it.
You look like you just lost your puppy dog.
What are you doing here? I thought we had a deal.
Your aunt called me over on some pretext about a construction job. She was obviously curious about our little conversation this morning.
You promised you weren't going to say anything.
And I haven't. Yet. Just told her that we met in California, that's all.
You enjoyed that, didn't you? You did it on purpose. You were taunting me.
I'm just letting you know that I'm not fooling around, Amanda. Don't give me a reason to tell Alexandra the true story.
I learned who I really was when I found out I was a Spaulding and part of all this. I couldn't believe it. It was like the little girl in the fairy tale when she learned she's really a princess. But there's always been some part of me that's so afraid they made some kind of mistake.
You look kind of shaken, Amanda. What happened to you today?
Like you really care.
Come on, it's not like I want you to eat dirt and die. I just want you to stay away from Ross Marler.
I can't afford to have my family hate me any more than they already do. What's so funny is that I actually care. All right. You've got your deal. I will stay away from Ross's happy home if you keep your mouth shut about my past.
Just so you know, the ball's in your court. Lewis Construction, Reardon. Yeah, look, I'm working on the plans, and they'll be ready when they're ready. It's not going to happen any faster if you keep calling me like this. I'll be in touch, okay? Unbelievable.
Man, I put together enough cash to build a house. Remind me not to hire you.
I'm having a bad day, okay?
There's something in the water.
And you too?
Me? No, I'm doing great. Nothing that lobotomy couldn't cure.
What's up?
Oh, it's no big deal. I just came by. I just wanted to see if I could borrow your car for a couple of hours.
Where's your car?
Well, it's in the same place it usually is. It's out of gas, out of alignment, out of commission.
All right, here you go. Take it easy, though, okay?
Yeah, well, I've driven before, okay? Right foot on the brake, left foot on the gas, if you're happy.
This wouldn't have anything to do with my sister, would it?
Who said anything about Bridget?
You don't have to say her name. I've seen how you look at her.
I don't know what you had for breakfast, but whatever it is, you should check it out because you're killing brain cells.
Come on, David. If this has something to do with Bridget, maybe you ought to tell me.
Look, I'm up to here with Hart Jessup. That's it.
You mean the way she feels about it?
Well, that's her business, okay? All I'm saying is Jessup is a con artist, and he doesn't give a damn about anyone but himself.
You're running a con too, David, because this is all about you and Bridget.
We're tight. Good friends. Come on, don't make it out to be anything more than that.
You're in love with her.
There really is something in the water. Do you realize?
I've known it for a long time, but maybe she doesn't. Maybe you ought to tell her. See what happens.
Are you crazy? I mean, that's the silliest idea I've ever heard. Do you think she'd really care?
You don't know until you try.
I do know. It's just too late. Jessup has her head and her heart all twisted up, and there is no way she's going to get him out of her system. There's no way.
That's it, hey? You come in 4 hours late for work and all you can do is say hey?
You want more? How about this? I quit.
Really?
Yeah, I'm blowing off this job. You can just take me off the Lewis Construction books.
Work's too tough for you, pay's not up to your standards.
Coffee's weak.
I guess you're not going to give me a reason.
It's just that I'm leaving town, okay?
For good?
Yeah, aren't you happy?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. I think it's the greatest thing that you're just going to take off. You know, you're a real pro at cutting and running, aren't you? You already left my sister once.
Like you know what happened.
Now you find out you have a son, and I guess you're just going to do it again.
Hey, you shut up about my kid.
Oh, what? You're going to tell me you care?
I don't have to tell you a damn thing.
You know, you're right, you don't. I think it's a good thing that you're leaving. I think Bridget and Peter would be a lot better off without you.
Really?
Really.
Matt, you are not going to believe... Oh. That's perfect. Just perfect.
Thanks for the lunch, Bridget.
Yeah, corned beef.
Great, my favorite.
Yep.
You know, now's not a good time for a visit.
Really?
So I'll see you later, okay?
Does Hart give me a hard time or something?
Ever since he came to Springfield. Hey, I tell you what, why don't I just go to the ATM and I'll settle up with you in cash?
Fine.
That way there won't be any strings. Nothing keeping you here. You can just take off.
You're leaving? Why does that even surprise me?
I'm sorry, Bridget. Hey, please don't be mad at me, all right? It has nothing to do with you.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
It's just that all the time alone on the road by myself, I realize I'm not the settling down type of guy. I have things to do.
Place to go, people say, yeah?
I mean, look, spending time with you and Peter, I mean, all that's been great. But I left some unfinished business at the last place I was staying at.
Any kids?
Oh, why don't you shut up?
Matt, go to the ATM, get his money. I've got something I want to say to Hart.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
It won't take me that long.
You okay, Bridget?
Oh, I'm great. Just great. I'd be concerned about your friend Dinah, though, if I were you. She's mixed up with this joker. She's in for the worst time of her life.
The worst time of Dinah's life? What'd you do to Dinah?
Go ahead, Hart. Tell me what you and Dinah did.
I don't have to tell him anything.
You don't want to leave before you get your severance pay, do you?
He slept with his father's wife to get even with his father.
That's what my old man said.
Well, then deny it.
You don't get it, do you?
Oh, excuse me! I get a hell of a lot more than you give me credit for. I may not be as rich as Dinah, but I'm certainly not as stupid as her. I mean, I tend to realize that if love had propelled you into bed with her, that slut, you wouldn't be leaving town, would you? God, Hart, you know, you are so transparent, and I used to defend you. I used to say just because he's a Thorpe doesn't mean he's anything like his father.
I'm not like my...
No, you're not. You're worse. I'm just so glad I never told Peter that you were his father. Of course, I never had a reason to, did I? You were never around enough that I would have to explain who you were. I'm just glad my son doesn't have to grow up with that kind of shame.
I would never do anything to hurt my son.
You already have. You already have. And just for the record, you're never going to get the chance to hurt Peter again. You've seen him for the last time. Have a good life. How can I let this... How can I let him do this to me again? He's not going to hurt my baby. This man is not going to hurt my baby.
Not so fast, Romeo. You really know how to push it, don't you?
What's the matter, Reardon? Are you mad because I didn't fall for your sister, or are you mad because I slept with Dinah?
You're both lucky you're leaving.
Well, then aren't you just happy as hell then, huh? I mean, you're feeling so...
Don't tell me how I'm feeling. Bridget is my sister, and I love little Peter like he was my own son.
Well, he's not your son. He's my son. He's mine. You get that? He's mine no matter what you holier-than-thou people think. What do you people think that you can judge me, huh?
Just take your money and get out of here.
I will. You all can have a big celebration tonight. Pat pat yourselves on the back for being such good people.
You're a liar and a user, Hart. You proved that.
You hated me before you even knew who I was. You wanted to pop me in the pool hall.
Maybe I just know garbage when I smell it.
Really? Really? Aren't you the guy who, hitched a ride on a gravy train in the shape of an older woman who just happens to be richer than the Pope?
Okay, Jessup, you got it.
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
What's going on?
Come on, Grant. I'll take both you guys on. You've been waiting to get a piece of me ever since I got back to Springfield.
You aren't lying.
Forget about it, David. I need you to go check on Bridget for me.
Where is she?
She's home. She finally saw Jessup for what he really is.
Well, it's about time. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm gonna have to miss out. Leave me some leftovers, okay?
There won't be any.
What are you waiting for, Reardon, huh? Come on. Let's finish it.
You know, normally I wouldn't want to bust up my knuckles on such a thick skull, but I think in your case I'm going to make an exception.
What's in it for you, Reardon, huh? Why are you so anxious to get to me?
You can't be
With
serious.
me gone and completely out of the picture, Vanessa and Bridget can go back to their little time-sharing plan with raising Peter, and all will be right in the world. But you can't be mad at me for that. Maybe it's the lovely Dinah, huh? You've been lusting after your stepdaughter in your spare time, hmm?
Hart, are you here?
This is between you and me.
You got to be kidding.
Hart! Oh, I'm so glad you're here. You know, after you left, Roger showed up and he was saying the most awful things about us.
I'll just bet.
I didn't see you here, Matt. So, what's the matter? Did I interrupt something?
You gonna tell her or you want me to?
Well, somebody better tell me something. What was it?
Go ahead, tough guy, tell her.
Tell me what? What's he talking about?
Hart's leaving town, Dinah. Let me see if I can break this down for you. See, the new man of your dreams is blowing you off. It seems you've been had. In more ways than one.
He's not leaving. What are you talking about?
You can take it from here, Hart.
What? He may be quitting his menial job, but he's not going anywhere. Are you?
She's waiting.
Why don't you shut up? Huh? You've already done your damage. Why don't you leave?
I'm not the one going anywhere. You're the one that's bought a one-way ticket out of town. You know, if I would have known that was your plan, I'd have bought you the ticket in advance.
You smug, self-righteous.
All right, both of you just stop it. Matt, I don't know where you got your information, but it's ridiculous. Tell him, Hart, you're not leaving, not after what happened between us. Not after everything you've said to me.
Come on, Hart. Tell us the truth at least once before you leave town.
Yeah. Answer him. Answer me.
He's right. Dinah, I'm leaving town tonight.
You must be joking.
He's out of here, Dinah. Say goodbye and good riddance.
Hart, why would you even think of leaving? I'm definitely leaving Roger. You know, after you left, I talked to my father. It wasn't easy, but I did it, and he's going to handle the divorce. What? What's going on? Talk to me.
Dinah, he's a user.
You're really just going to walk out on me?
He's walking out on his own son. Why wouldn't he walk out on you too, Dinah?
Why don't you leave us alone? Hmm?
Well, you know what? I'm not going to leave her with you for one more second. Come on, Dinah. I'll take you home.
I can handle this.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I'm positive.
Okay, if that's what you want. Vanessa?
Yeah, I'm up here. Ow. Hi, sweetie.
Hey.
Oh, what
I
is
missed
it?
you. I hate being away from you.
Me too. What's wrong?
It's nothing that we both can't handle.
What is it? You're scaring me.
The good news is Dinah has left Roger for good, I think.
She has?
The bad news is that she's got herself involved with Hart.
What do you mean involved with Hart?
She slept with him.
What?
Damn that son of a...
What? Wait a minute. This isn't making any sense.
I know, none of it makes any sense. I just left them. They were having it out.
Who?
Dinah and Hart. Apparently he got to her when she was on the outs with Roger after what he did to Marcus.
That's not possible. They don't even like each other.
Well, I think you're only half right. I think she's got it bad for him. Hart used her. And now she's probably realizing that for herself. Bridget said that Hart and Dinah slept together. And Dinah and Hart basically confirmed that. Now he's leaving them both.
He's leaving them both. Great. I mean, he doesn't care about anybody, does he? Except himself.
That's what Bridget said.
What? How is Bridget taking this?
She said it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. You know, the only good thing that I can think of is it means that she probably realizes that Hart shouldn't have anything to do with her or the baby. God, I was really right about that guy, wasn't I?
Yep, he's just like his father.
How could Dinah do this? How in the world? I mean, she just walked right into this.
She's no match for the Thorpes.
We've got to be quiet about this, you know. Bridget shouldn't say anything to anybody, and neither should you or I, because it's really going to hurt Dinah.
I'll talk to Bridget.
Okay. I wish I could talk to Dinah.
Think she'd listen?
No, she'd probably just think I wanted to say I told you so.
Yeah, she doesn't know you as well as she thinks she does.
Listen, did Hart say that he was leaving town?
I gave him his pay in cash. I hope he uses it to get as far away from here as he can.
How dare he? How dare he do this to our family?
Well, the only good thing is at least you don't have to worry about losing Peter anymore.
That's not true. Just because Hart says he's leaving town doesn't mean that he will. He's just like his father. Roger will say one thing if he thinks it's going to get him what he wants, and that's exactly the way Hart is. You or I can do for Dinah except be here to help pick up the pieces. I mean, if she'll come to me.
If she's smart, she will. Damn, I'm lucky to have you.
I'm the lucky one.
You know, I was as miserable as Dinah is once. And now I have you, and I can look at you and put my arms around you and know that I never have to feel that way again.
And I can look at you and put my arms around you and then have to pinch myself to make sure it's still real.
Will this convince you?
I can't remember my life without you.
I can't imagine what my life would be like without you.
Well, you know what? You're never
What?
going to have to find out.